Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
The traveling Vietnam Veterans Memorial leaves Farmington, but its impact continues to resonate. A scam targeting seniors could be coming to southeast Missouri. Plus, we'll have a wrap-up of a weekend full of fairs and festivities. All of these stories, and
we woke up to some cold temperatures this morning and a little bit of frost. The trees are turning. What does that mean for the rest of the week? I have all the details coming up in your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins, and thanks for joining us. Here are the top stories we're working on for you at this hour. While the Vietnam Veterans Traveling Memorial has concluded its visit to Farmington, its impact will remain with many who came to see it. Carla Will was just one among the first-day visitors to visit the memorial.
It's just awesome, just the fact to know that all these men and women, gave their lives for our country. It's just amazing.
Chaplain Joe Metter of the Farmington VFW Post had a younger brother whose name was inscribed in the wall.
It's paying a lot of respect to our veterans from Vietnam that were not shown the respect they were due.
Farmington officials have been in contact with the traveling memorial in the hopes of securing regular visits from the wall. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, not too bad out there in the 50s. 54 in Festus and Potosi, 55 in Ironton, Piedmont 54 and 55 right now in Poplar Bluff. Going through the evening hours, clear skies, temperature around 53 degrees at 7 p.m., 49 by 9. And by midnight, we'll see clear skies continuing, temperature around 47. We woke up with some frost in the area and colder temperatures. Will we see that tomorrow? I'll let you know coming up later in your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast.
St. Francis County officials are warning of a scam aimed at seniors that could be coming to southeast Missouri. Assessor Dan Ward says the recorder of deeds told him about it recently.
Steve Grider contacted me a few days back to let me know that there was a possible scam going to be coming to our area that it looked like was occurring in Columbia area or in the more to the western part of the state, dealing with seniors and trying to get money from them or bilk money from them to provide documents that they could easily access through the county at a lesser cost.
An official-looking letter is mailed to a resident offering a certified deed to the property for only $89. Recorder of Deeds Steve Grider tells 18 Eyewitness News that his office doesn't charge anywhere near that amount.
If a person wants a certified copy of their deed, or even if they want a copy is $1 a page for the copy and then $1 for certification. So if you have a 2-page deed, it's $2. And if you want a certified copy, that makes it $3.
1. The State Attorney General's office is investigating the scam. State Auditor Tom Schweitz is very critical of the Carter County Collector's money handling procedures. In a recent audit, the overall performance of the county was rated poor. Schweitz says the county collector cannot account for at least $3,600 in property tax receipts that were received but not deposited between November 2010 and 2011. In addition, cash and check receipts totaling almost $2,500 were received but not deposited. Schweitz also found problems with the General Revenue Fund. The ending cash balance was almost $86,000, but was only budgeted to be $641. If you'd like the auditor's entire report, just click this story at our website, KDKZ18.com. Well, this is Fire Prevention Week, and Bismarck Chief of Police Stephen Dickey uses this week to teach kids in his district about fire safety.
With the smaller group, we do stop, drop, and roll. We'll get down and we'll show them how to do the stop, drop, and roll if a part of their clothing catches on fire. We talk about escape drills in the home, where the best place to meet in the house is, and how to escape from your home if you are in a situation where you can't get out one of the doors.
The Bismarck Fire Department also brings over their trucks as well as a firefighter in full uniform. Dickey says there is a very practical reason for kids to see what a firefighter looks like.
One of the last things we want to happen is a child to hide because they are in fear of a fireman coming in, in their gear.
Dickey says parents should do practice drills at home so children will know what to do and where to go in case of a fire. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, folks took part in fairs and festivals across southeast Missouri this past weekend. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day with 90 days same as cash. Easy payment plans to fit your budget, no hassle leasing, and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customers, in Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, call 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitech Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitech's nursing programs or the opportunities with Unitech's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitech's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitech Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Sunny skies and cool temperatures brought out the crowds to events across southeast Missouri this past weekend. At Old Miners Day, the Miss Viburnum pageant commemorated their 20th anniversary. The pageant offers divisions so girls from 3rd grade to 12th can participate. And Karen Walls tells 18 Eyewitness News, one of the great things is watching the girls grow in self-confidence.
Actually, Miss Viburnum this year, Sydney Campbell, the very first year that she participated, she was in 9th grade. We had to push her out on stage because she was so shy. She'd never really sung in front of people before. This year, she brought it, she rocked it, she had the audience participation, and she got the crown. So it's cool to see how they progress in their self-confidence, and that's really what we're all about. It's not about beauty, it's not about winning, it's really about giving the girls more of that sense of that they're loved, that they're appreciated, and that they're special, even if they don't win the crown.
Folks in Bismarck enjoyed the Fall Festival Saturday in Sundale Park with lots of great activities, music, and family fun. And the 11th Annual Madison County Fair brought carnival rides, a livestock show, tractor pulls, lawnmower races, and live entertainment to Fredericktown. The 44th Annual Scenic Riverways Arts and Craft Show is this weekend. Event spokesperson Robin Staples tells 18 Eyewitness News that 150 to 200 vendors are expected to bring a wide variety of Ozark-made handcrafts to the show.
Oil paintings, wood carvings, quilts, rugs, jewelry, handmade furniture, weaving. We have much more. I can't mention all of it, but everything is handcrafted, and it's the handiwork of the people of the Ozarks.
Robin says last year 6,000 people attended the event at the Circle B campground on the banks of the Jacks Forks River in Eminence, Missouri. She adds that there will be food, vendors, and live music. Admission and parking are free. Well, a bunker man is dead following a single vehicle accident Friday afternoon. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, 29-year-old Stephen Foster was traveling westbound on Highway 72 about 5 miles west of Centerville when he ran his commercial truck off of the roadway, struck an embankment, and overturned. Foster was not wearing a seatbelt at the time. And still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, tracking injuries in the weight room. You may be surprised to know who is lifting and who is getting hurt doing it. Details coming up in Your Health.
What does the week have in store weather-wise? Well, we got some changes on the way. Details coming up next in your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. We saw some frost this morning, but nothing too drastic. Will we see more in the way of frost and colder temperatures? I'll let you know coming up. But right now, looking at weather headlines, we're going to see some changes. First of all, we're going to see lots of sunshine for the next couple of days. Temperatures in the 60s. And then there's the change of isolated thunderstorms on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's 54 right now in Festus and St. Genevieve. Fredericktown calling in at 53, 54 in Piedmont and Cape Girardeau, as well as in Van Buren, Poplar Bluff right now at 55. Here at the studio, we're also at 55 degrees under a sunny sky, and it feels like 55 out there. Current dew point 30 with humidity at 38% and the south wind at 5 miles per hour. Going through the day tomorrow, we're going to see plenty of sunshine throughout southeast Missouri. Pretty much the Midwest is going to be nice. However, this is our next weather system going to be moving our way, giving us that chance of isolated thunderstorms late in the week. Clear skies tonight, low around 40 degrees, light to variable winds, 38 in Potosi, 38 in Ironton, Piedmont the same, as well as in Poplar Bluff, 35 in Van Buren, and 37 in Cape Girardeau. Then for tomorrow, 69 degrees for our daytime high, plenty of sunshine, south wind 10 to 15. 68 over in St. Genevieve and Fredericktown, 69 in Piedmont, Van Buren, and Poplar Bluff, the same at 69 degrees. Next several days are looking like this throughout southeast Missouri. Tuesday, Wednesday, plenty of sunshine, high 69 on Tuesday. Much cooler on Wednesday, high of 61. Mid-60s for Thursday and Friday with showers and thunderstorms likely. Those continue into Saturday, high around 78. Sunshine returns on Sunday with a high of 69, and then 72 and mostly sunny on Monday. Now look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. Plenty of sunshine on Sunday, but before we get to that, we got to get through those rounds of thunderstorms on Saturday. High of 78 on Saturday and 69 on Sunday. That's check your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
When you think of those who lift weights, you probably automatically think of young men. But a new national study shows they are only not the ones pumping iron and not the only ones getting injured while doing it. Researchers have combed through nearly 20 years of injury reports, and their findings may surprise you. For more on who is lifting, who is getting hurt, and how to avoid it, here's Clark Powell.
It is the first comprehensive study to focus solely on injuries during weight training. Over an 18-year period from 1990 to 2007, researchers plotted injuries from dropped weights to pinched fingers and found that as this form of exercise grows, so do trips to the hospital.
We found that nearly 1 million people, over 970,000 people, sustained weight training-related injuries during that time period.
Dawn Comstock is the researcher at Nationwide Children's Hospital who led the study. She says the number of those who are getting hurt may not be as surprising as the types of people who are getting hurt. Comstock, who is also with Ohio State University, found that injuries among teenage girls, for example, shot up a staggering 143%.
And their increase was much higher than the increase among males. So although weight training traditionally has been an activity of young males, Our data now shows that more females are participating.
Let's pump some iron here. Come on.
That's not surprising to Marianne Grimes. She's coached for 34 years and says in the last 20, she's seen a surge in girls committed to weight training, a change she has encouraged when done safely and with proper supervision.
You know, there's, really not a successful program in high school or college that doesn't have a top-notch weightlifting program.
If your daughter or son is lifting, experts recommend keeping these tips in mind. First, never lift alone. It's best to have a coach or a trainer nearby at all times. Always use a spotter and be sure to start slowly and build up to heavier weights. Most injuries happen, experts say, not because kids are lifting too much, but because they're supervised too little. At Nationwide Children's Hospital, this is Clark Powell reporting.
While teenage girls showed the biggest increase in weightlifting injuries among the young, experts say the biggest jump belongs to those 45 and older. Typically, younger people were hurt with free weights and older people were injured by using weight machines or spraining or straining their muscles. Coming up in today's Your Life segment, the facts about domestic violence and protecting yourself and your children in today's Focus on the Family with Dr. Bill Meyer.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Staying on top of your credit report? Good for you. But there are 5 other files being kept on you may not know about. I'll tell you what they are and how you can see what's inside. Just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge, where caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
Marriage should be a safe haven, but sometimes home can be the most dangerous place of all. In today's special edition of Focus on the Family, Dr. Bill Meyer identifies abuse and how to deal with it.
The physical abuse began about a week before our marriage, and I had relatives already coming, and I just didn't have the courage to stop it, so we married.
Like many women, Mary Beth had clues before the wedding that trouble was ahead, but she hoped for the best, not realizing how bad things would get.
I was alienated from my family, my friends. He basically controlled every move I made, and I was a hollow shell.
An abuser wants all the control and will often blame his victim, even in the midst of an assault.
It turned when he said to me, "I'm going to take the girls from you and you will never see them again because you're a bad mother." And I basically went into hiding to protect us.
If you're suffering in this way, take that first step to protect yourself and your kids. With 2 little girls under the age of 3, Mary Beth was on her own, but her difficulties were far from over. Rebuilding a life that's been gutted by abuse takes time and support.
She has to grow enough in herself to decide that she's worth more than to continue accepting abuse. And often she has to have people around her who will encourage her to believe that it can be better.
I would encourage anyone to speak to someone, to take that first step. There are protective services, there are safe houses. You just have to work up the courage.
Mary Beth's right. No one deserves to be abused. There is help available for you and your marriage, and some marriages can be saved with professional intervention. Mary Beth wasn't able to save hers, but she was able to put her painful past behind her.
I am much stronger for it. My daughters are very strong and independent young women now.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, please visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. Most of us are aware of the need to monitor our credit reports, but did you know there are other agencies keeping track of you? Money expert Stacy Johnson explains in this report.
You already know credit bureaus are watching you, and hopefully you're seeing what they're saying by getting a free copy of your credit history every year. But you know, your credit report is really just the tip of the iceberg. Here are 5 other reports keeping an eye on various other parts of your life. For example, you've got medical reports. They keep track of conditions you have and prescriptions you fill. There you might have a residential or tenant report, whether you paid your rent on time or skipped out on a lease. A check writing history report, whether you bounced checks and how you've closed accounts. Insurance claim reports are used by companies to see when and why you made a home or auto claim. Then there's employment data reports, telling your salary, job title, and basic information that might not show up in other types of reports. As with credit reports, you can get 1 free special report a year, and if you've been denied a checking account, job, insurance policy, or something else you've applied for, you can also get a copy of the report that caused the denial. Now, there's no one central depository where you can get all these reports. And in fact, you can't even just go online like you can with your credit report and instantly see a copy of it. With these things, you have to send in a form and then get something back in the mail up to 15 days later. Still, it's nice to know who's keeping tabs on you and what they're saying. Bottom line, these reports matter, and you should stay on top of them, especially if you're doing something like applying for an important job or getting insurance. We'll show you how to get the reports. Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for reports. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, I'll have a wrap-up of all the other action under the Friday night lights. The Cardinals try to bounce back after letting Sunday's game get away, and the Tigers are in a tailspin after losing to Vanderbilt on Saturday. These stories coming up in sports on 18 Eyewitness News.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate. They're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-587-7095.
This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News with Jeremy Martin.
Poplar Bluff's defense shut down Farmington's offense Friday night as the Mules scored their first conference victory 14-6 over the Knights. St. Genevieve was too much for Fredericktown as the Dragons outscored the Black Cats 50-29. In other area action, North County picked up a share of the MAFC Red Conference Championship by downing Windsor 52-41. Central grabbed a share of the White Conference Championship with their 35-0 shutout of Perryville, and Potosi was crushed by Maplewood 46-6. The Cardinals are playing the Washington Nationals at this hour at Busch Stadium, trying to bounce back after losing yesterday. 2 unearned runs in the 8th inning flipped a Cardinals lead and gave the Nationals a 3-2 victory Sunday afternoon. And the Missouri Tigers are in a tailspin after losing to Vanderbilt 19-15 Saturday night. But the Tigers lost more than the game. Quarterback James Franklin and running back and punt returner Marcus Murphy suffered strained MCLs and are expected to be out several weeks. And that's a look at sports. Fred and Dustin, back over to you. Thanks a lot, Jeremy. Let's take a quick check of that forecast once again. We're going to see plenty of sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperature near 70 on Tuesday, low 60s on Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms move in the area for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Mid-60s for Thursday and Friday, upper 70s for Saturday, and then by Sunday we're back into near 70 degrees with plenty of sunshine. That does it for all of us here at the Dawkins Broadcast Group, but the news doesn't stop here. Just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, for your latest news, weather, and sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We hope you have a good evening. Newswatch is next. We'll see you tonight at 10.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.